Dearest, you have given me the greatest possible happiness. I don't think two people could have been happier than we have been. I feel certain I am going mad again, and sorry. Sorry, that was a bit. That was only for Ryan, maybe a few others. But sorry, that was the one and only bit I'm gonna do. I promise you there will be no singing and there will be no bits. I promise you that today is not a bit, nor have the past 4.5 years been. Instead of bits, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Not that the truth really matters. Nope, sorry, I caught myself doing the Roxy monologue from Chicago. Okay. Clearly, I'm deflecting because I'm too embarrassed to share my true feelings. Of course, there's nothing embarrassing about being in love with you, if only that's where my feelings stopped. But the truth is that I'm obsessed with you. I'm your deranged #1 fan who would house a grotesque shrine to you hidden in my closet if I didn't think the cats would get to it. I'm certifiably insane and have been so since your profile first popped up on my phone. Back in February 2020, as you gallivanted across Asia, I was holed up in my West Side apartment, obsessively dreaming of our first dates. Maybe if you had not lived up to the hype, my sanity could have been spared. Instead, you turned out to be more beautiful than I deserved. My well-placed fears of inferiority were thankfully overshadowed by my growing obsession, leading me to pursue more dates and a missed kiss. Early in our courtship, we attended separate weddings where I spent that entire weekend doing nothing but texting you and hearing phantom buzzing from my phone in hopes that you had replied to my 50th GIF. 4.5 years later, plus a pandemic, a move to Rio, and too many weddings later, I'm still obsessed. There have been plenty of moments when we've been apart, where I've had close to the time of my life, but those times are punctuated with the grief that life could always be even a little bit sweeter if only Ryan was at my side. But being together is still not enough. Despite attending parties as your date, I play the role of the stalker. From across the room or right next to you on a couch, I obsess over every facial movement. I'm intoxicatingly jealous should anyone catch your laugh before me. I won't be satisfied until camera crews follow you every day so I can spend my nights reviewing the dailies over and over again until they are worn to dust. Is it obsession, or is it love, or are they merely a twisted double feature? That's for an overpriced LA therapist or a penniless poet to decide. My only excuse is, how can you blame me? How could anyone get a glimpse of your smile and not want it tattooed on their eyes? The only thing I love more is when you cry. Not real tears, but when you see a video of a dog making a new friend. Your facial reactions, the kind that would have put the brightest silent stars out of work quicker than the advent of talkies, are merely the outward expression of your heart that is too big to be represented by mere mortal reactions. It's baffling to the mind how someone could have a heart as large as yours. How one person could be filled with such unending generosity and emotions. They say a musical allows characters to sing when the emotions require a vehicle stronger than the spoken word. The best way to explain you, Ryan, is that you are what happens when a musical is granted their wish to be human. What's even more amazing than your big heart is how easily you can neatly put it aside and be a stone cold closer. I've overheard the work calls where you drag bumbling vendors to filth using words my Catholic Midwestern ears have never heard before. I love that I'll always have a protector who won't blink twice before sending the bowl of nails back to the kitchen because Lord knows without you, I'd be eating those nails. You could never fool anyone into believing you were anything other than the coastal elite that you are. And yet, with amazing ease, you fit into each and every combination of family and friends I've thrown at you, and I've thrown a lot at you. The most important people in my life have become yours, and the reverse is true. Thanks to you always making me feel like I belong. It's impossible to believe there was a pre-Ryan era in my life. But there was a time before you, before the obsession, a time when I thought I would never find you. And more importantly, have the courage to pursue you. That might seem foreign to you, as you have always been proud of who you are, and you never apologize for who you love. Getting to bask in the impenetrable halo of your strength gives me hope that one day I too can match yours. I can't vow to ever be as glorious as you, but I vow to strive every day to be worthy of your love. I vow to be at your side now to the end of time, unless any of the Jonas brothers should call on you, at which point I will dutifully step aside. I vow to be a loving stepdad to Shannon and Boone, but I will not financially support their collegiate dreams should those involve being a Trojan or Wolverine. I vow to be there with you when you're at your best, running marathons or spending marathon days at Disney. And I will also be there with you in sickness, even if said sickness is brought about by your inability to properly hydrate. And if, God forbid, your end should come before mine, I vow to ensure all the trades run a story using your best headshot with quotes only from A-list talents. Ultimately, though, I vow to love you, not as an obsessive fan, but love you as your husband, as your partner. I vow to be all that I can for you so that when I inadvertently go back to doing stupid bits, you won't leave me. I vow that despite my annoying tendencies, there won't be two people who could have been happier. It's the least I can promise you after what you've given me. To quote your favorite musical, there were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. Love you.